Leadership for quality. Leadership for quality is necessary for implementing quality management. It helps the people and products to be more improved, that in the end may give some high value to the services and market shares for the business development. It is on how organizational leaders structure and direct an organization as well as how they behave within. An organization are critical elements to the success of an effective quality management process. Just like, for example, the leadership for quality must be innovative, honest, has a self-confidence, visionary, and must be a strong communicator.
Here are the characteristics of quality leaders. First is the sense of purpose. Successful leaders know their areas of responsibility that will contribute to the organization's success. A leader with purpose is also concerned to align their own personal values with their own definition of success and achieve a sense of meaning and well-being in attaining their goals. Second is self-discipline. Successful leaders avoid negative self-indulgence and inappropriate displays of emotion such as anger. It is categorized by a leader's persistence and willpower in dedicating their attention to a task until it is satisfactorily finished. Leaders who are high on self-discipline are not easily distracted. Next is honesty. Successful leaders are open and upfront with other members of the organization and with themselves. As a leader, you have to emphasize the importance of honesty over harmony or appearances or any other concern that is ultimately secondary to successfully completing the work at hand. Honesty is how we build trust, and trust is necessary if we hope to work successfully with others. Next is credibility. Successful leaders are consistent and fair in adhering to the same standards of performance and behavior expected of others. Credible leaders are straight with people even about hard topics. They walk the talk and practice what they preach. They do what they say. They will do and follow through on promises. Next is common sense. Successful leaders know what is important in a given situation. They know when to be flexible and when to be firm in making decisions. Many people think that leadership is common sense, so easy that one doesn't need to think about it to lead well. Leadership is the ability to get other people to do things they wouldn't ordinarily do in an effort to achieve the leader's goals and or vision. Leadership is a powerful tool. Stamina. Successful leaders maintain energy, endurance, and good health. Leadership stamina involves managing your mental, emotional, and physical strength to operate in an intense environment and to move past roadblocks to accomplish objectives. Lastly is steadfastness. Successful leaders are committed to finish a task despite of difficulty. Steadfast implies a sureness and continuousness that may be depended upon. The steadfast leader is dependable, reliable, constant, and unwavering. She or he stays the course, follows through, develops good habits, and keeps them.
Leadership styles. A leader's leadership style is how he or she provides guidance, implements plans, and motivates others. The following are examples of leadership styles that can be found in various organizations. First is the autocratic leadership. Directive or dictatorial leadership is another term for autocratic leadership. It is a management style in which one leader of the organization makes decisions and do not seek suggestions or opinions from others. The example of this is the manager who refuses to allow employees to adjust their shifts to accommodate their family needs. Next is the democratic leadership. Democratic leadership is also known as consultative or consensus leadership. It is a leadership style in which the leader makes decisions based on the input of the entire team. Every employee's voice is heard and their thoughts are acknowledged during the decision-making process, but the leader makes the final decision. For example, a jazz band is often led by a conductor or band leader who is responsible for bringing the various sounds and harmonies on display into one cohesive production. However, what makes a jazz ensemble truly democratic is that within the framework of the sheet music, each musician is also given the freedom to improvise and show off their creative ideas, such as democratic leader allows their employees to contribute their own thoughts and ideas. Participative leadership. It is also known as open or non-directive leadership. It allows employees to express their thoughts by coming up with solutions to problems. As a result, employees feel valued and devote themselves wholeheartedly to the organization. Leaders who take this approach exerts little control in the decision-making process. For example, Bill Gates, as the Microsoft's founder, understands the value of empowering people, and he realized that the best way to beat market competition is by allowing knowledgeable team members to get involved in decision-making. Goal-oriented leadership. It is also called as results-based or objective-based leadership. This type of leadership style focuses solely on the organization's goals. The leader solely focuses on strategies that have a definite and measurable impact on achieving organizational goals. For example, a team of sports coach, they not only focuses on the overall goal of winning, but also give each member of the team different individual goals. If all the different goals are achieved, they will combine to improve the team's overall performance and achieve the collective goal. And the last one is the situational leadership, or also known as fluid or contingency leadership. A situational leader incorporates adaptation and flexibility into their leadership and examines the circumstance on a regular basis to ensure they are leading in the most suitable and successful manner. Example, some employees function better under a leader who is more autocratic and directive. For others, success will be more likely if the leader can step back and trust his team to make decisions and carry out plans without the leader's direct involvement.
Leadership style in a total quality settings. The total quality settings can have two levels of workers. You could have low-skilled workers or higher-skilled workers that would determine the best approach. For a lower-skilled worker environment to have total quality, you might want to be more of a dictator and be very specific about how something needs to be done and how it needs to look, and no space given them for the process. However, if you have higher skilled and much more experienced workers, you may want to indicate what the goal is that you want to achieve and let them use their experience and higher expertise to rise to the occasion and produce what is it that you need to have done at the highest level of their intelligence and quality. Your leadership style must not only encourage employees to do their best work, it must also help employees learn on how to be more efficient. Just like, for example, HRM is one of the main principles of quality management while encouraging employee involvement, empowering employee and revealing spirit of teamwork and providing training are the leadership practices that put the quality management principle in action during quality management system implementation.
And lastly, train the employees. Manager must increase the intensity of training to ensure that employees have the skills required during and after the transition period. For example of the training skills is instructor lead training, simultation employees training, and lectures.
How to lead change. There are 5 steps for change implementation designed to help leaders systematically overcome the various factors that inhibit organizational change. The first step is develop a change picture. Leaders must develop a clear picture of what the organization is going to look like after the change. In other words, it is a must to have goals and objectives so that they will achieve it and to know the outcome, and it is also a way of an organization to implement change. For instance, determining the values that are central to the change, create strategy to execute the vision to ensure the change. Next, communicate the change picture to stakeholders. Leaders must deliver the change picture in writing to ensure that everyone in the organization gets the same message. Meetings should be done and organized properly by the managers to give opportunities to the employees to freely share thoughts, ask questions, share concerns, to have an openness to achieve the success of the change initiative. Other examples are scheduling a conference call, project summary report, and send out a newsletters or even emails. Third one is conduct a comprehensive roadblock analysis. When we say roadblock analysis, it refers to barriers. Face-to-face meetings is a must with employees to identify all potential roadblocks that might impede implementation of the change initiative. Participation is a must to eliminate the roadblocks to implement change. In order to achieve this, you need to view obstacles as an opportunity and explore possible routes. To implement change, planning should be done that contains all the task schedules. Deadlines should be assigned to responsible party. Developing communication strategy and implement support structure is also a big help. Lastly, monitor and adjust to measure the change process. Leaders must closely monitor the progress of change implementation to avoid barriers and to have adjustment to keep progress moving. Determine how to measure success and identify barriers to change. By following the said steps could help also to build connections with people in your organization. It is a better way to have actions to reach each goals.
Best practices in leadership. Leaders must use the following strategies in order to promote the best leadership practices. So the first strategy is to keep the organization's vision and values uppermost in your mind. So the vision and value statements provide direction for everything that happens in an organization. They keep everyone focused on where the organization is going and what is trying to achieve. Also, the vision and values define people and how they are expected to behave within the work setting. So the second strategy is to encourage, promote, and reinforce truth-telling. So as a leader, it is essential to reinforce honesty. So why honesty matters? One of the biggest advantages of telling the truth at work is creating a safe place for others to open up and share their ideas. Honesty in the workplace provides a solid foundation for building a cohesive and productive teams. So for example, if an honest leader exhibits a tone of truthfulness, employees benefit from knowing that they can trust what the boss tells them, and so in return they will speak in a truthful way to their managers and even to their co-workers next time. So some benefits of honesty are maintaining a positive and professional reputation, so that's the art of telling the truth. So the third strategy is to set the right example. Leaders must lead by example because leading by example means You are guiding others through your behavior as a leader and inspiring them to do the same as you. So simple as that. When you lead, you provide a path to direct others toward a common goal and purpose. Lastly, delegate duties and responsibilities. Delegating tasks is important because at the higher level, strategic planning are responsible for time and energy. Actually, there are steps to delegate the task effectively and getting work done. So the first one is to carefully choose the right person for a job. Focus on the goal, be open to new ideas, empower your team to make decisions, maintain a system of checking their progress, motivate your team, train future leaders, and last, learn to say thank you when members successfully complete a task you delegate by showing them a genuine appreciation.
Hello everyone, I am the last presenter of the group and I am assigned to discuss the leader as mentor, which is the last part of the topic. So, leader as mentor, one of the best ways to help people improve is to mentor them. Mentoring can provide a number of benefits for the employees and for the organization as a whole. So, why it is important for a leader to be a mentor? So, well, for me, basically, not only does being a mentor benefits the mentee, but it can also help leaders to be more effective in their own jobs. So, whether that's by building more empathy, providing more insights into the day-to-day of their employees, or practicing critical skills like coaching them and giving feedback. So, once you are a mentor, you are not just teaching them, but also you're empowering them. You are empowering them to become better. You are empowering them to what they can able to contribute to the organization. So I'm gonna give potential benefits of mentoring. So we have 6 potential benefits. So first, it facilitates relationship building and improves teamwork. So it can give good relationship between mentor and the mentee, or should I say to the colleague. So second one, it promotes communication. So good communication makes employees or the one you communicate with makes feel valued, care, or for, and puts them into ease. So the third one, it enhances employees' performance by mentoring. By mentoring, employees could able to give their best performance in applying what they have learned from their mentors. So the fourth one, it improves the organization's retention rate. So because if all the mentees could able to perform well, so it provides more positive feedback to the organization. So the fifth one is develop the next generation of leaders. So yes, I really believe that it could able to develop next generation of leaders, and I am referring to those mentee who has been mentored, because they are the next set of leaders to take lead for the newbies. So as what Tom Peters says, leaders don't create followers, but instead they create more leaders. So I really believe in that. So lastly, enhances employee job knowledge and skills. Yes, because they are learning along the way while they are working. So that's all, and thank you.